Welcome to our Tuesday tip. I'm talking about disciplining with heart. It's a subject really close to my heart. You know, a lot of parents seem to think that disciplining with heart means giving in to your child, letting them get away with murder, just giving up and saying, you go for it, do what you need to, I'm tired of fighting with you. When actually disciplining with heart is the exact opposite. It's an approach which for me is about being kind and firm in equal measure at the same time. So it's about saying things differently and getting their cooperation, but very much it's also about not losing your cool. So when you're coming from your heart space and knowing your feelings and acknowledging that you're getting angry with your kids, then you can really actually also discipline differently and be compassionate and teach them what it is you're wanting in terms of a way forward. So disciplining with heart, to give an example, is really about teaching what you're wanting the child to do. For instance, books aren't for breaking, books are for reading. Homework time is for doing homework. Homework time isn't for being on your tablet. That's a kind of recipe I talk about in my ParentMagic book, which really is a good example of disciplining with heart. When you actually relate to your child first from the heart space, I can see you're angry and you really want to carry on playing this game, and homework time is for homework, not for computer game time. Then you're giving a message to the child in a completely different way. The nervous system responds better, they don't feel forced and controlled, and they're actually just hearing what is expected and what's not expected. So that little recipe is one of my top tips in terms of disciplining with heart. It's like a maths recipe. X is for what you expect. X is not for what you don't expect. In other words, friends are for sharing and playing nicely with. Friends aren't for hurting and hitting. You can put that recipe to practice with any time scenario or anything that they are doing that's inappropriate. So disciplining with heart, in a nutshell, is really about the feelings of the child as well as your feelings, letting them know when you're feeling angry as well. So first connect with your child on the level of the feelings and then bring in the firmness, what is expected. And also, of course, one can give choices in that too, instead of threats. So it's a kind and firm approach in equal measure. And you'll notice a very big difference.